What's up there, YouTube? Vapus001 coming back at you with another video, and today we're talking about this beautiful mod. This is the Koopor Plus 200 watt TC. Now what Koopor is? Sounds weird. Never really heard of them. Well, they're actually from Smoke Tech. Why they named it the Koopor, or why they said it was the Koopor and not actually put their name on it, their name's not on it anywhere, it's just kind of weird. They're apparently Koopor. I don't know. Kind of weird, kind of cool at the same time. I don't know how to talk about it. But, I got it right now. It's a dual 18650. I got this beautiful, Velocity clone on here with this pearl white. And, how this came into my possession, guys. Guy from the vape store, I was sitting in there, guy was sitting in there too, and this was his mod, and he told me that he was stop vaping, he was finally gonna quit. He was done with all of it, wasn't smoking anymore, wasn't vaping anymore. And he was like, I'll sell you the mod, the atomizer, clipper, just a whole kit of everything I'd need, an ohm reader, all this shit for $50. So I was like, here you go, here's $50, man. Batteries, everything. I'm supposed to meet back up with him to get more juices and his charger. So that's going to be great. But we're not just going to sit here and talk about this. We need to go down and dirty with this Koopor Plus so you guys can understand it just a little bit better. Alrighty then, here we go with the Koopor Plus 200 watt TC mod. Now, this thing is gorgeous. I love the look of it. It comes in red, black, stainless steel, and white. I think it might come in blue too. I'm not for sure, but it's pretty much made of zinc alloy and stainless steel. She is 100 millimeters long, 59 millimeters in, I guess, width this way, and then she is 24.5 millimeters wide this way. And how do you get to your battery sled? As you see, it says open, slide down. You just slide her down. Oop. There we go. Now you see there's your battery sled. Lots and lots and lots of venting. Same with this. Haven't had this thing get warm in my hand at all. And the battery sled is just super clean. You got 4 magnets holding it on. Of course, she does take your 18650s. Negative side goes onto the spring. Just like that. And then you just take your sled and pop her back on. 5 clicks turns her on. And there you are with your, I don't know why it's being such a bitch, guys. It doesn't want to focus. Come on, focus. There we go. Got her to focus. Now, of course, you got your fire button. See how the layout and everything is. Your up and down buttons. Very, very clicky buttons. Goes from 6 watts all the way up to 200 watts. And there's some cool stuff we can do with it. You click 3 times. Takes you to the menu that switches between your wattage and TC, checks your puffs, set your puffs settings for lighting and stuff of your screen, powering down and backing out. And to click on any of these, you can just let it sit and do it itself, or you can just hold the button and it'll click out. You have a mini USB port right there. It says right there, not for charging, only for upgrades. So this is firmware upgradable. I'll have to go online and check to see if there is anything for it yet. So we look at the top, we have nice stainless steel connector. Threads are just buttery smooth. Oh my god, I lost my words. Spring loaded. Jesus Christ, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Firm spring loaded connector. I believe it is gold plated copper. And it's just a pretty simple mod, guys. You can go over, you can hold the fire button, click up. It lets you switch between your ramp up modes. I usually keep it on hard. And then down is a switch between temp mode, memory mode, and wattage mode. Hold both of the adjust Oh, I thought they did something. But whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That locks your device in lock. You can hold both of them, and it lets you rotate your screen. Stealth mode off. Stealth mode on. I should keep it off. But yeah, it's a pretty simple device, guys. It's not too hard to use. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It's definitely one of my favorites right now. I find myself messing with the door a lot. I mean, I use it all the time. My tanks, my addies. It just depends on what I want to use. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. And I mean, that's really all I have to go on it. I've had this for about 3 days, 4 days, so I'm going to kind of go over, give you some of the pros and the very, very few cons that I could even find on it. So let's switch it back up to FaceTime and check her out. So we are back from being down and dirty with this Koopor plus 200 watt TC mod. Now, this is based out of China, and most of your China things, you're like, is it really going to reach those high wattages? Well, this will. This definitely reaches that 200, guys. I was super surprised about it. I would test it, show you guys, but I don't trust it with this coil. I'll bump her up to 100. We'll do 105 because that's the closest I am to it. So here we go. 105. This is a 0.3 ohm coil, and we're hitting it on hard ramp up. Let me open up my airflow a little bit. So as you see, she does a great job. So, since the cons list is so small, let's go over that first. Cons, the menu system. Menu system is really annoying, especially if you don't go over the instruction manual, because I didn't get one. And it's just really annoying trying to figure out the whole menu system, how to get through it and everything, because you click the fire button, it scrolls through it. You click the wattage up and down button, it scrolls through it. I didn't know you had to hold it. So I was pretty much sitting there just letting it pick it. You scroll over it, it takes like 2 seconds, it clicks on it, and it's just super, super, super annoying sometimes. Another thing is, this might just because it's used, but hear that? There's a lot of play in the battery sled. Now, I can't just, I mean, it doesn't just slide down. I mean, you got to put some force on it to get it to go, but as you can see, the paint has worn down, but it doesn't really bother me that much because, I mean, I'm holding both sides of it. It doesn't bother me. The size of it, it's a little big for my taste, especially considering the size and the weight. My Rouleau with 3 batteries and this weigh about the same, but you also got to think that this it's a real tough device, guys. I do like it a lot. I also show my other dual 18650 mod. This is the Tesla Invader 3, and you can tell it's a lot smaller, but they about weigh the same because they're pretty much made out of the same material, but the Invader just is a lot thicker. The metal on it in the box and everything is just a lot thicker. But you also have to remember, the reason the Invader is so much smaller is because it doesn't have the screen and all that stuff in it. It's just a voltmeter. This thing has the screen and everything. But let's go over the pros. Pros, guys, price point. Now, if you go into a vape store, you're going to pay probably 80 bucks for this thing. But if you go online to smoketech.com, I believe it's $49.99. So $50 for just the mod. Of course, no batteries or nothing with that sucks. The white, and I mean, it's just, they're super sleek looking. All the colors of them, they're just super nice looking. All your battery venting. I've never had this thing even get warm in my hand after. I'll constantly use this thing all day long. Does not get warm, barely gets warm, if warm at all. The paint job on it's nice, smooth. The edges are pretty smooth. They're a little sharp, I guess you could say, but Doesn't bother me at all. Usually comes with also a silicone sleeve. I'm getting it from that guy later. Battery life, this thing does a pretty good job on battery life. My Sigelli 150, I drain those batteries so fucking quick. This thing actually does a good job of keeping battery life. Firmware upgradable. You can't beat the firmware upgradable. Not adjustable, spring-loaded 510 connector. Can't beat that. That's about it. The screen outlay, I love it. The fact that it's China made, but it still pretty much reaches those 200 watts, great. TC mode, amazing on this thing. There's not many dual 18650 devices with TC mode that are that cheap. Like, this thing is crazy. The price point on it for what it is, crazy. Now, I paid $42 for my Relo, but it was still only a 200 watt device, and it didn't really reach that 200 watts. Sorry Wismec, sorry Jabo, but it just didn't reach that 200 watts unless you had your ohms set right. But now that it goes 250, it actually does reach that 250, and it works really well. But guys, that's it for this video. This is Vapis 001. Hide your mods and hide your tanks, because I'm vaping everything up in here.